Morning. It's a bit of a drizzly one here. Let's go over to the mash tun. Today we are making, sorry, light, bad. There you go. Today we're making a spiced pumpkin ale. That's right, pumpkin. So let's give it a go. So basically I'm making a brown ale, and I'm putting some pumpkin in it. I'm going to put some spice in it. So I'm going to put my pumpkin into the mash. So let's put a bit more water than usual in there. Let's flip that pumpkin in. Just see what happens. Leave that for an hour and then I'm going to mash it out and boil it up and put some spices and maybe some honey in it towards the end. So just something a little bit different on this dreary, that's right, rainy day. In there for a bit, and I've got a bit more water than usual in there just because I'm trying to get that pumpkin sitting on top. So it's a bit cooler, so we've lost a wee bit of temperature in that mash, but I don't think there's going to be any issue with not enough sugar. Anyhow, let's mash it out. See how it goes. Hopefully we don't get a stuck mash, which is typical with these brews. Alright, it's mashing out pretty good. Just had a wee quick taste and yeah, tastes like pumpkin. I guess that's what I wanted. That's nice. Alright, we'll come back, see how that all pans out. On my pot, which is about to come up to the boil. Last week it bloody boiled over. And that's pretty close, just leave it there for a minute. Right. This is a low gravity beer. This is a Mosaic Cascade blend. And what I've done is I've hooked up my, there it is, airlock into my CO2 bottle, and it's on a real gentle, like 1 or 2 psi. And I'm going to put CO2 in here, and I'm going to have my coming into my keg. So I'm just trying to keep it keeping an eye on that, keeping it in that CO2 environment. Just because of these low gravity beers, I think it's easier to pick up those faults and it's harder to hide them. So anyhow, we'll capture a bit of that shortly. Back to the mash, back to the boil. So have a look in here. Crap. One thing that it stopped flowing, and then I just had to give it. I had to break it up. The pumpkin had kind of glued it all together, so I had to give it a wee stir, break it up. And I've got couple of wee impurities in here, but you know, hey, that's everything I've read is saying this is pretty typical for these types of brews. Hence, they're a bit of a commercially they're a nightmare to brew these things. Raining again. All right, let's have a little look. Here we go. These are the spices. I've got some cinnamon, coriander, cloves, ginger. I'm not putting nutmeg in, not a big fan of it. Allspice. Did I mention ginger? Yeah. And I'm also going to put some of this in it. Some rock salt to season, because I know in the famous Emerson's Torrey George, they season it with salt. So we're going to use a wee bit of that. So, yeah, and I'll put that in 10 minutes from the end. Yeah, another little boil over, that's a bit of a bloody mess. Good day for pumpkin ale. Okay, the pumpkin ale, a week after fermentation. Beautiful hint of spice. Just tastes like pumpkin pie. I don't even like pumpkin pie, I fucking hate it. Yeah, pumpkin a little bit, but in a nice way, in a good way. Clear already, starting to clear up. And I mashed this quite high, 71 odd. Yeah, this is really promising. I'm really looking forward to this. Get that on a keg in a couple of weeks, give it time to condition out. Beautiful. Isn't that relaxing? Isn't that relaxing? Anyhow,